she was pushing love.
Hey beauty, this is Vanessa. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting video because my Morphe 35o palette has finally arrived. I probably ordered it on September 30th. I made the order, I believe, and it didn't ship out till I believe October 26th, and the reason it took so long was because they made such big bulk orders. These palettes are like hotcakes. They literally, as soon as they get it, I feel like in 30 minutes they're sold out, and I'm lucky enough to have gotten my hands on it because this palette is beautiful. So today's video is going to be me talking about some of the palettes I bought from Morphe. I bought two eyeshadow palettes, and then I got the blush palette. So I'm going to be talking about those, and then stick around because I have a tutorial on this look using one of the Morphe palettes. I'm going to try my best to make this video as short as possible, so let's just get right into it. So the first palette I'm going to be sharing with you guys is my 35o palette. So this palette has 35 shades, and it has some shimmer and some matte. I love it because it evens out. Like, it has enough shades. I mean, it has enough shimmers and it has enough mattes. You know how some palettes bring, like, will have two mattes and then the rest shimmery, or I'll have like two shimmery and then the rest matte. Do you know what I mean? But this one has, I feel like it has enough. And these shadows, man, they're so pigmented and well for the price. This retails for $22.99 American. Shipping was, I believe, it was a bit expensive just because I ordered other things. But yeah, the size of them are about the same size as a MAC eyeshadow. And I'm gonna swatch a couple of these just so you guys can see how pigmented these shadows are. These shadows are just, they're life right now for me. I love the shimmery ones. Hold on, I'll show you a couple of shimmery ones. Like, look at that one. That one's shimmery, this one's shimmery. They're really, really shimmery. And then I'll show you some of the matte. So these are some of the mattes. If you're looking for an inexpensive but good quality eyeshadows, I highly recommend Morphe. I've been obsessed. I received this palette, I believe, on Friday, and today is Monday. So I've played around with some of the shadows, and these shadows they're good. They're really, really good. Good quality, good price. I'm very, very happy with them. So then the next palette I picked up, the next palette I ordered is the 35w, so the warm one. And I'll open it up for you guys so you guys can see what it looks like. This is also a shimmer and matte palette. So this is more of your warm colors, your warm tones. And I like it because it has some purples as well. The other one, the 35o, is more of an orange tone. And these are more warm tones. So these bring 35 shades as well. And wow. Oh, I love it so much. I don't think I have a single thing bad to say about it. The price is good, the quality is good, and the amount that you get is good. It's pretty much, I believe it ends up being like $1, less than $1 per shade if you really wanted to like calculate it that way. So that is that. And then for my blush palette, I got a blush palette. I don't know if I said that earlier. So I got the Morphe one, and this is the 9B. This brings 9 shades of blushes. And the quality of these are just the same as the eyeshadows. You get a good size. Like, I'll compare it to the eyeshadow shapes just so you can kind of see how big it is. So that's how big the blush size is, and this is how big the eyeshadow is. So I think these blushes are really good for the price as well. I believe I paid $19.99 for these. I'm not quite sure. I'll link it all down below. But these shadows are beautiful. It has a variety. It goes from dark to lights and like medium tones, which is what I really like, is that you have a good variety to choose from. And it's also pigmented. Yeah, it's a good shadow. I'm in love with my purchases. I have nothing bad to say. I think the only bad thing that I have to say is I noticed everyone else's palettes has a mirror. It has a mirror here and like the little spongy brushes. I don't use the sponge brushes, but I'm just curious why mine doesn't have a mirror. Like, I want a mirror. So that is that. If you want to know how I created this look, then please keep on watching. It's going to be, I believe, using the 35o palette, which is the most beautiful palette I've purchased in my life. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Bye. So I already applied some foundation and I did my brows already. So now we're gonna move on to some eyeshadow base. We're gonna put some eyeshadow base on, and I'm gonna be using my Painterly Pop by MAC.
Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day, but now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel
I will then take my 35o Morphe palette and I'm going to pick up a transition shade, and I'm going to choose that one right there.
Can you feel it between us? There's energies inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through.
I will then go back to the same palette and just pick up a darker brown, and I'm going to be applying this dark brown on the outer V of my eyes, and I'm going to use a blending brush to blend all of this in together and leave no harsh lines. I will then take that beigey shade and I'm going to apply that on my brow bone just to use it as a highlight. Then I'm going to take this beautiful shimmery shade and use that as a lid color. So I'm going to take a shader brush and just apply that on the lid.
Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction?
Now that the eyeshadow is done, I'm moving on to some eyeliner and lashes. The eyeliner I will be using is my ultimate favorite one, which is the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. And then for lashes, I'm going to be using my Ardele in the number 105. And it's just these ones. They're the Glamour ones. These lashes are literally my favorite. That's why I bought a huge pack of them. So I will do that and be right back. Now that my lashes have been applied and the eyeliner is done, I'm moving on to some highlighter and concealer. So I'm going to be using my favorite concealer, which is the Age Rewind by Maybelline, and this is in the color Light. Then I will set that using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to set that using my beauty blender. Now to contour, I'm going to be using my Shade and Light Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm going to take some shadow play and start contouring my face. I will bake underneath that just so it can redefine the contour and kind of clean it up a bit.
Nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction.
And while I wait for that to bake, I'm just going to take some of the shadow play and add that on my nose just to contour it.
It's like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity.
Time for some blush. And it's my new blush palette. So excited to use it. And this one. Now time for some highlighter, and the highlighter I'm going to be using is the Becca Champagne Pop. Shocker, right?
Taking over your body, it's flowing through your mind. This feeling.
For lipstick, I'm going to just keep it simple. I'm going to use my Whirl Mac Lipstick.
Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity.
So this is the finishing look to my Morphe 35o palette tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to join in on my makeup family and my makeup adventure that we're going to be doing. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.